Okay, hello everyone. Right, because of the excitement mode that I was in after watching Smallville Absolute Justice last night, I've watched it again and decided to do like a proper sort of more slightly in-depth review. A lot of people who have watched it have sent me some tweets and also messages through YouTube, basically asking us about some of the references that were mentioned within Absolute Justice. I think two of the biggest ones that come to mind are both the mention of Lex Luthor and a certain apocalypse as well. I want to touch on the Lex Luthor thing. Clark Kent and Dr. Fate are having a conversation with each other. You know, Dr. Fate is telling Clark about how he's going to change the world and everything, how he's going to be seen as the saviour for mankind and for other people who are wanting to be heroes or people who are already heroes and things like that. And he mentions Lex Luthor, but he mentions Lex Luthor in the present tense. He says, even though Lex Luthor is. He doesn't say Lex Luthor was. Clark has to correct him and say, well, hang on, Lex Luthor is dead. But that's what we're led to believe. Even Dr. Fate looked like he was like, huh, what do you mean he's dead? Are you sure? I don't think so. So there's a good chance, and I would like the Smallville producers and anyone else within the Smallville company to like shed some light on that. Is Lex Luthor really dead? Because after watching that, I don't think he is. Then we move on to the apocalypse reference. Two things come to my mind when this was mentioned. One of them was, I thought it was like an apocalypse in some sort of, how should I put it? I just thought it was just a general apocalypse in terms of the Kandorians, you know, with the story that's going on in the comics at the moment with World of New Krypton and everything. The fact that Clark is now helping the Kandorians to find themselves a new lease of life on Earth. If you've read World of New Krypton, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But it seems that the apocalypse that was made reference to in Absolute Justice is to that of Darkseid. At least that's what some people are telling me. If you've read Final Crisis, you'll know pretty much what I'm talking about. Unless of course it's referring to Blackest Night. I don't know. Jeff Johns, you want to enlighten us on that side of things? But no, I think it's a strong bearing to more to do with Darkseid and the new gods of of Apocalypse and all that sort of stuff. You know, the likes of Highfather, Big Barda, and Mr. Miracle, Granny Goodness as well. You know, this was why Agent Waller of Checkmate sent Icicle out after the JSA, not to kill them all, but to bring them out of the shadow, bring them out of hiding, to prepare the world for said apocalypse that is coming. And if it is things like, or people like Darkseid, oh my god, is Season 10 definitely on the cards? And if Season 10 is on the cards, are we going to see the likes of Orion, Mr. Miracle, Darkseid, you know, are we going to see them? Because that would just be awesome. That would complete Smallville if that happened. And again, bring in a bit of Bruce Wayne if you can, please. Bring back Lex Luthor if he is somehow still alive. You know, is he in some sort of hibernation mode? You know, what's happening to him? What else have we got? Obviously, this. I mean, I'll explain a bit more about what Absolute Justice was about. Obviously, the Justice Society of America have disbanded. They've gone into hiding, and Sylvester Pemberton, the original Star Spangled Kid, who was part of what was known as Stars and Stripe. Hence, Courtney mentioning Stripesy, her like father, and Sylvester Pemberton gets in touch with Chloe. Well, I say he gets in touch with Chloe. He's talking to Chloe, tells her about how he knows that she's Watchtower and everything, how she's trying to bring a team together like he is. He gets attacked and killed by Icicle. When that happens, Icicle then goes after Wesley Dodds, aka Sandman, and he kills Wesley. After this, we're then introduced to Carter Hall, Hawkman, and also Kent Nelson, Dr. Fate, as well as Courtney, who's to become Stargirl. So, because Icicle has killed 2 members of the JSA, Clark and Chloe are now investigating why that is happening. Why have 2 members been killed? You know, what's the reason behind it? Well, we actually find out later on through Lois, by the way, because she gets lumbered with a package about said members of JSA. I mean, even Al Pratt, the original Atom Smasher, is mentioned. Jay Garrick, the Flash, Alan Scott, Green Lantern. Might I add, I want to echo what Craig off Krypton Site said. Alan Scott does not have brown hair. It's blonde, not brown. So that was wrong. So yeah, we've had him, Ted Grant, Wildcat, Abigail Ma Hunkel. I'm going to keep referring to her as Ma Hunkel because she is like grandma to them. I can't believe she got arrested. Poor lass. So they were all arrested back in the day. I'm guessing we're looking back as far as maybe the 70s here, probably. Might be the 60s a bit earlier. So they were arrested for crimes that they didn't commit. Sounds like the A-Team. And so Hawkman was the leader at the time. He's now sort of come out of hiding and is now leading this new breed, as it were. Then they go after Icicle, but we find out that Icicle was actually released from prison by Checkmate, aka Agent Waller. She's obviously been running this game for quite a long time. How long? I have no idea. We find out that Tess Mercer is in fact an agent of Checkmate. That for me was surprising. I was surprised. I couldn't believe it. What else did we find? That, as I say, obviously Tess being an agent of Checkmate. Martian Manhunter comes back. He is now back as Martian Manhunter with the full-on abilities. I mean, even the phasing out ability as well. How awesome was that? I was just so happy when that happened. There is so much to say, but that was pretty much what I wanted to touch on. Those 2 specific references, Lex Luthor and Apocalypse, especially if it is about Darkseid. If it is about Darkseid, there's got to be some way that the likes of Wonder Woman or even just Diana and Bruce Wayne have got to somehow be brought into Smallville, and it looks like it's going to go in for a 10th season after this. I can't see. It's like everyone has said so far. I don't see or don't know how this is going to be topped. This is the pinnacle of Smallville. Absolute Justice was the pinnacle of Smallville. That's as simple as. How they're going to top this, I don't know. Jeff Johns, you've got to come back again as a writer. You've got to give us episodes like this. I mean, Legion was awesome. You've done so well now with Absolute Justice. Come on, you have got to do something, even if it's for the rest of the season or for season 10. If there is an apocalypse coming, you have got to write about it. You have got to be the man to do the job, because only you can do the job. You're the one who introduced us to the likes of Stars and Stripe, Stargirl, The Flash. You wrote Infinite Crisis. You helped write, you know, Superman, Brainiac. You know, the Legion of superheroes. It's all from you. This is all because of you. Who knows? We may see Green Lantern. I mean, obviously we've got the movie coming out, but we may even see a reference to him, as in Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Obviously not Alan Scott, but Hal Jordan, or even Abin Sur or John Stewart. Any of them, just to be mentioned in Smallville. Then we know that we're heading in the right track. We know that Clark Kent is definitely going to become Superman. We know that the Justice League of America will end up, you know, coming to fruition as well. They're going to team up with the Justice Society as they did in Absolute Justice. It's all coming together. So, yes, please, more of it. That's all I'm saying. More of this. And thank you very much. I've run over my time yet again. But honestly, thank you for watching. As I said, I needed to do the second review, because last night's one was way too exciting for me. So this was a bit more in depth. hope now I've managed to clear a few things. Any comments or suggestions, please by all means mention it. Rate, comment and subscribe, all the usual. Thank you very much.